let's play Gosar, and then I'll come and finish up, wrap it all up. So let's go to Gosar. Here is Tim Gosar, Paul Gosar's brother. We'll talk about his brother's lack of intellect, his brother's lack of morality, his brother's lack of honestidad.
Tim Gosar, brother of Congressman Paul Gosar. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. What was it like for you yesterday watching your brother censured by the House of Representatives?
Good evening, Lawrence. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me. Appropriate. I mean, I think the conduct and what's happened fits the crime and the punishment fit. So it was appropriate. Disappointing that he's pushed things this far and he's become this unhinged, but the censure was totally appropriate.
So we saw him on the House floor yesterday afternoon say, out of compassion, he deleted the tweet that the video was in. And then, as your sister pointed out here last night, after the vote, after he was censured, he then retweeted it, in effect tweeted the video once again. And then a few hours after that, after your sister mentioned it here, he then deleted it again. What are we watching there? What is happening to that man as he goes through that day doing those things?
He has no regard for Speaker Pelosi, the rule of law, or the House norms and customs. He believes in the cult of Trump, and that is the true leader of this country. He's one of Trump's fascist foot soldiers, and he believes that he is above the law, Lawrence. And you referenced it earlier that he's either mentally ill or, he does whatever he wants to do. And either one of those makes you unfit for office. But that is the status here. He is unfit for office. But I believe that Speaker Pelosi could recensure him.
You've been watching him longer than any of us. What do you think it is? Do you think your brother is mentally ill?
Well, I mean, I think growing up, there were some issues, right? I think he had some issues with telling the truth. We used to call them in our family telling windies. And so Paul was the windy teller in our family. I think coupled with that is he doesn't have the requisite skills for this job. He's not intelligent enough. He's not a good listener. He's immature and insecure. He doesn't surround himself with people that check his worst impulses and ideas. So basically what he's done is he's traded integrity, character, honesty for power. And power, if he had to steal it, no problem. Power, if he has to try to organize a plot to overthrow the government and steal it that way, no problem. So could he be suffering from some sort of mental deficiency? Sure. But he also has some character issues as well, and he's traded those character traits that we were taught for power.
As I recall, you first came out with your sister as a family in opposition to your brother's for his reelection, basically, in 2018. You've been saying for a while, as your sister has, that he's getting worse. What is it like for you as a family to be trying to deal with this?
Jennifer, Dave, and I feel like we have to come forward, push back against this sort of fascist authoritarian idea that he is, right front and center of, but also to clear our good name. We aren't like this. Our integrity, honor, character are the hallmarks of what we were taught, and I believe what each of us has in our lives, except for Paul. So it's about confronting the dangers to our country and to our democracy, but it's also to show people that that's not how we were raised and that's not who we are.
A lot of time. Well, folks, that is exactly right. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.